go a lot back to your roots as being a teacher and with your school and everything. What are some of the words of inspiration you can give our youth? Because I've noticed that that's been a real trend, that you're constantly trying to reach the youth.
Yes, I am, and it would be the same word, respect. I think, of course, they should be respecting their school, even if it's not Robert Bateman's school, and their teachers and their parents.
Yeah.
But in turn, and this is really important, their parents should be respecting the kids.
Yes.
And the teachers should be respecting the students as well. It's has to work absolutely both ways. And what's happening a lot in our society now is disrespect. It's actually kind of entertainment on TV. Is
Yep.
disrespect. It's
absolutely.
considered to be either a joke or something that you maybe admire in a sense, is disrespect. And I think that's a shame.
Well, and I think we're seeing how prevalent it is right now in North America. Like North America is really struggling in many ways.
Yep.
That they're muddying the waters of reality and truth, and that a lot of our truth comes from the environment around us, and with the Kardashians and with the politics and everything that's going on. It's hard finding good, positive role models for our kids.
The problem is everybody wants to blame everybody else.
Yep.
And there's a Pogo. It was a comic strip that was a very thought-provoking comic strip back in the day. It's been extinct for a while.
Was that the bubble gum? That was in the bubble. Was it they used to have, Pogo used to have the little wax strips also inside the bubble gum.
Maybe they did, but it was
gum.
a kind of an intellectual comic strip. I remember it was out when Joseph McCarthy, the senator who was doing the communist witch hunts, was on and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a bygone era, but it was a very thought-provoking comic strip. And in it there's a quote from Pogo standing there with his friend Porcupine. They're looking at a big mess of a garbage dump. And here's the memorable quote: "We have met the enemy, and he is us." And this is what people keep blaming.
Yep.
I mean, blaming the politicians and blaming the corporations. It's us, because we want everything cheap.
Yep.
And there's no free lunch.
There is no free lunch.
We have to pay for it.
I agree.
If we're going to have a good future for the planet, it's going to cost us more.
Sharing is caring. Click subscribe and get all the latest and greatest.
So if I could get a word of inspiration, I do this with every person that I meet that has, that is achieving their own personal dreams, that is living up to their own personal standards. And I always try and put together something, just a snippet to send out to people who are working forward, who are trying to pursue their. So what is a word of inspiration you could give artists out there, be it a 14-year-old or 40-year-old who's just exploring themselves?
Well, I would strongly recommend that they, speaking to artists now, say they're painters, that they paint what is in their heart, what is their world, what they care about. Don't try to paint for the market.
Agreed.
Often there's pictures that that you see, and the artist has said, well, the lowest of the low would be the little boy with a baseball cap on sideways and a tear coming out of his eye, that they crank out these things for, just for the market. I don't think there's one of those around here.
No, we're in a pretty snazzy place.
Yeah,
So.
but they do these things just for market appeal, and it's got nothing to do with their world or their life. That has nothing to do with art. So paint what's in your heart. That's what all artists have done all through the centuries, and that's what I recommend.
Okay, and
If you build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door.
Now 4 children. Quick question for you at a parent's perspective in today's world. What is a word of inspiration that you can give parents to give to their children to pay it forward?
Well, they should treat the kids with respect. They should engage with the kids, and I think both the parents and the kids should at least once a week spend a significant amount of time out in nature. The parents should plan. Okay, on the weekend it's either going to be Saturday morning or maybe Sunday afternoon, depending on maybe if there's a ball game on Sunday afternoon. The father will say, "Well, we'll do it Saturday morning." But the whole family will go out into nature, and there's nature nearby everywhere.
Yep. We are in one of the most beautiful spots in the world.
Of course we are.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And real quick, one final thing. I want you to look in that camera. My mother-in-law is a huge, huge fan. Can you just say hi to Marie?
Hi, Marie.
Thank you. And I'm going to let you get back to everybody.
Okay.
Thank you
you
so much. You are an
My pleasure.
inspiration.
Thank you.
Put your chair back.